Why do we think horses have to be, perfect statues and robots? They have perceptions as well, and we have to be responsible for what they're perceiving sometimes. So, or many times. So, do you notice how I stop and talk a minute? I actually am purposely doing that. So he has, 30, 60 seconds here to absorb his own thing without me going to the next thing. That's another problem with saddling. We're usually thinking of the next thing. We're never in the moment. When you are with horses, it's the only time in my life that I have to be in the moment. I think that's what draws me to them, because so much of my life is, you're planning the future, you're getting kids to school, you're thinking of, oh, I forgot the lunch money, I've got to go back, oh, what happened yesterday, did I pay that bill? Your life is in this constant state of every 30 days trying to juggle this life.
Go, 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 go.
So then you get to your horse and you're going to be in the moment. Very difficult to do, but then we bring in this world of stress that they have no idea about. If they can feel that kind of sensitivity, if they can feel that kind of energy, what makes them not want to be with us when they feel us coming in like that? So when you start driving in about a mile away, if you have to, start taking your breaths and thinking about being in the moment. Now, that is a horsemanship concept. Can we take that concept the hour that we're here, that we're with the horse? Can we take it into the next hour when we drive home? Can we take it in the next hour when we go to bed? You're going to start transferring this to your lifestyle. Because if you don't, you really won't have the true success of being able to transfer to this language to that language very well. So what happens if we just had the whole language of the equine? If we use the principles that they use in our communication with others, and our communication, with our children, and our communication with our employees. What if we started communicating with feel instead of being tight or being defensive or, being mad and angry all the time, or thinking somebody doesn't think they respect us? We have all these agendas with people. We don't want to bring that to the horse. Because if I start saying to him, well, I could sit here today and say, well, he's just not respecting us. Well, you know what? He didn't ask to be tied up to that. He didn't ask to be put in my world. He would rather be free, running free with the Mustangs, if he could choose. He does not have that choice. I've taken it away from him. So it's my responsibility to give back to him some dignity and respect by understanding that we have to come to a mutual agreement. And I have to figure out what's going to work for this horse. If I give you another horse to work with, might be a totally different line of communication for that horse. I think that's the thing that a lot of people have a hard time with, is that, they have had one horse their whole life, and then they get maybe a different horse, and they think that horse is going to be just like this horse, and they're polar opposites, and they have no ability to change communication or feel, because they've always ridden one way, they've worked with the horse one way, and another horse that's just either too harsh of a language or too soft of a language. You can be too soft as well. We don't want to go one extreme where we're abusive and, got our whole, we're going to control this horse, Gestapo, but we don't want to be so soft that our horses feel like we're not even there to help them decide. We're responsible for their decisions because they rely on us to keep them safe. So if I'm tying him up and he's setting back every other day, I could say, oh, well, he's just going to do that. Too bad. But you know what? Isn't it my responsibility, if I don't know a way, to find a way to help him? If you don't have a way, looking for a leader. Absolutely. If you don't have a way, that's where you get somebody to help you. It might just be for that problem. Doesn't mean you have to hire a trainer forever, but get some help. There's so many programs. There's so many ways to learn. So, how does this look? Pretty good? Now, I just want to kind of show you a couple things on the ground as far as my approach. I'm going to kind of try to do an imaginary 5-foot bubble that I'm working in right now in the front. Now, he's pretty hooked on to me right now. So I need to help him by saying, I need you to stay. That's enough for him. Okay? I need you to stay. So I need to help him. Good boy. I need to let him know that was a good answer by releasing, and I take off the pressure. We're just going to breathe a little bit and let him just kind of listen. Then I can ask him not to move his feet. I can look at his feet, and I can create pressure there or an intention for them to stand. Okay, so I don't have to hold this rope.